G'day gamers. With Double Legos right around the corner, I thought there is no better time than the present to bring you a guide explaining the best Double Lego combos for your chosen Covenant. Though before we do this, I think it is important that you understand the 2 and 4 set bonuses for Arms Warrior in patch 9.2. Let's go over the 2-piece first. So it's going to extend the duration of Colossus Smash by an additional 3 seconds and increase the damage dealt to the affected target by 5%, totaling at 35% per Colossus Smash window. Not too shabby. Our 4-piece bonus, so Tactician will now have a 50% increased chance to proc against enemies affected by Colossus Smash and cause your next overpower to grant you 2% increased strength. This though can stack up to 8% increased strength, and it's going to have a duration of 15 seconds. If you're not aware of what Tactician actually is, it's a passive that Arms Warriors have that gives you a 1.4% chance per rage spent on damaging abilities to reset the remaining cooldown on overpower. The reason I have gone over the 2 and 4 set bonuses before we jump into the next portion of the video is these set bonuses are going to have some synergy with legendaries and will therefore affect our decisions to some extent. So when we're going over the next portion, keep this information in mind. It is going to be very important. As per usual, we're not here to fuck spiders, so let's rip in. Now, Blizzard have graciously decided to let us wear 2 Legos, obviously because they want more money from WoW tokens. So in this video, we'll cover what legendary you should pick up alongside your Covenant legendary for each Covenant. We're going to start this off with Kyrian. Now, Kyrian is going to be the hands down best Covenant choice for Warrior in patch 9.2, simply because Elysian Might was already your best legendary choice. And comparatively, the Necrolord Covenant legendary is garbage rat. Has some benefit, we will cover that, but comparatively to Elysian Might, it is not very good. Your best choices as Kyrian and every other Covenant to pick, legendary choices that is, alongside your 2 and 4 piece and your Covenant legendary is going to be Enduring Blow and Unhinged. Each is as good as the other, though for different reasons. Stick around and we will cover those legendaries individually, and then you'll understand why to pick them up and in what scenario. So for those that have seen the 9.1.5 Arms Warrior PvP guide series that I put out, you will understand the benefits of Enduring Blow. Now, the benefits are going to only become better with respect to the introduction of the 2 and 4 set piece bonuses. So you can see them here, I've kept them up on the screen. So the 2 set is essentially going to extend the duration of Colossus Smash windows and increase the damage, whilst the 4 set is going to give you access to more overpowers during your proc window. So you'll be able to deal more damage. You're going to get that stacking strength buff as well. So overall, the benefit of this legendary is it's going to give you a big increase to your consistent damage output. You can do little burst goes outside of your burst windows. You can save Colossus Smash for Elysian Might and pair up that Spear and Colossus Smash at once, whilst not being restricted to that as your go. You can just pop some trinkets and things alongside your procs, and you're going to smash people. So this is a very strong choice. Now for Unhinged. Now Unhinged has no synergy with the 2 and 4 piece bonuses really, but it does have extremely good synergy with Elysian Might, which is that Covenant legendary, and you can wear both. Fucking brilliant news for Warriors. You're going to be able to trap people in a spear for 8 seconds whilst popping your happy buttons, and you can use sweeping strikes and send the whole enemy team to the fucking Shadow Realm, from where they're going to whisper you and cry that TSG's fucking broken, which it's going to be. With these legendaries, TSG is going to be fantastic. But it's going to be fantastic. You can pick up Storm of Destruction, which is a PvP talent, will reduce the cooldown of Blade Storm to 1 minute, which is going to match that up with Spear of Bastion. Unless you are playing Mechanicos, keep that in mind. You want to pair those together and just absolutely shred the enemy team to pieces. Going to be best into melee cleaves. Okay, one wild card that I do quickly want to cover is this bad boy here, Battlelord. Now, it's likely going to fall short for the same reasons that it did last season, and that is that Enduring Blow simply offers the same result with less effort. What I mean by that is they both increase your consistent damage output. However, that said, I would like to muck around with Battlelord, as it has excellent synergy with the 4-piece bonus here. So what it means for you as a warrior is essentially during your burst windows, you're going to literally be able to spam Overpower and Mortal Strike. The synergy here, these kind of feed one another. That is, Overpower is going to have a 40% chance to reset the cooldown of Mortal Strike and reduce the rage cost of your next Mortal Strike by 15, whilst this here is essentially giving you an increased chance to proc and overpower. So you're just going to be getting this window of bang, 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 pressing 2 fucking buttons over and over and over. It's going to be fantastic. As this current meta, 9.2, is revolving around burst, much like 9.1.5, these burst windows are going to be very important. So this legendary Battlelord is packing serious potential. It's going to make those burst windows very potent, and for that reason, I think that as we gear up, mucking around with Battlelord and playing with Battlelord may very well become an option, and it may be the best in slot legendary, but only time's going to tell with that one. Alrighty, now let's talk about which one of these legendaries to pick up alongside Elysian Might if you're playing Kyrian. Now, pick Enduring Blow when you intend to sit one target or can't afford to lose Bladestorm as a CC immunity / Root Break. Use Unhinged if you're playing against melee cleaves, or comps where you can afford to run Storm of Destruction to use Bladestorm as a damaging cooldown alongside your Spear of Bastion. You're going to get a lot of value, obviously, doing that into melee cleaves where you can Colossus Smash, Sweeping Strikes, Bladestorm, and spear them, and you'll just tear these melee cleaves to fucking pieces. I can't wait to rip you apart, Ret Warrior and Turbo. You'll also need to consider, I guess, the vulnerability of the comp you're versing to Spear of Bastion. Now, for example, if you're versing Holy Paladin, Shadow Priest, and Rogue, I'd probably just stick to Enduring Blow in that instance, because you'll have to deal with Bop, Fade, and Cloak, and you'll just end up wasting Spear and Bladestorm. You'll get more value. So think about how much value am I going to get with this legendary into that specific composition. Consider its strengths and weaknesses against the classes you're faced with. The choice will also depend on the comp you're playing. For example, if you're playing Double Wizard, generally you're not going to want to use Bladestorm as a root break. However, if you are playing TSG, you can, because you're going to get high value trades regardless. Your go is all centered around that grip, Sleep, Bladestorm, Unhinged, Spear of Bastion go. So you'll get value there. But consider, what am I versing? And what happens to me if I pick one of these? What's the repercussion? And you'll have a bit of an idea. Now, there are some other legendaries that you can play with. Let's have a look at those. Alrighty, so Misshapen Mirror. Now, I can see value in having a Misshapen Mirror, irrespective of your Covenant, but at the same time, the damage you'll lose by dropping Enduring Blow or Unhinged, for example, probably isn't going to be worth it. You could consider this choice into some Double Wizard comps as a defensive option. We now do have that Aegis Trinket, which is going to help us a lot against things like RMP and Double Wizard Cleaves. That is a fantastic trinket. I love it. Pick that up if you don't have it. I would also say you could consider Misshapen Mirror into some Hunter comps in 2s and 3s based on what comp you're playing. Now, Leaper. Leaper's another choice. You could have a copy of Leaper. It is a very niche pick that could be considered specifically into Warlocks, and I'd do that mostly in 2s. I wouldn't want to lose the Enduring Blow or Unhinged in 3s. I just think that doing more damage or having a more potent setup is going to net you more games than having a Leaper chasing a fucking Warlock around the map. And the final choice here is going to be Sephuz's Proclamation. Now, I can see value having a copy of Sephuz against RMP, specifically if you are Orc. It's going to stack together with your Racial and give you 30% reduction to stuns, and you can expect to see RMP's Training Warriors in 9.2, specifically because of that defensive stance nerf. They're also going to do big swaps to you. So yeah, this is going to help you a lot. Alongside that Aegis Trinket, it's going to be fantastic. It's also going to help against those triple stun lockdowns they'll do. So you'll be in the bomb, you get cheap. It's going to help you a lot against that, so keep that in mind. Alrighty, gamers, on to Necrolord. Now, I'd really only play Necrolord if you are a Ret War gamer specifically. This legendary here is your Covenant legendary called Glory, and it's aimed at PvE. And though whilst being weak, it isn't 100% useless. Essentially, Rage Spent is going to increase the duration of your Bennett Go, which will keep it running alongside Ret Wings, giving you even longer to smear shit across the face of your enemies and cup the Ret's nuts whilst you call him daddy. You're just going to be the Ret's little fucking backpack, and you're going to help him out and help him finish targets for you. He's going to carry you. He can thank you for carrying him for the last few seasons. Now, the decision between the additional legendary for Necrolord is going to be very similar similar to Kyrian. However, you'll pretty much always be running Enduring Blow. So take the information we talked about before into consideration, though your job as Ret Warrior is to pump enough damage, or just pump fucking as much damage as you can, and the synergies between, I guess, this 2 and 4 piece and Enduring Blow is going to enable you to do a better job of just pumping shit up people's assholes. Unhinged can be a go, however, into most melee cleaves, paired with Conk Banner and another cooldown, it will fuck ass, but I just still think you're going to be running Enduring Blow most games. Okay, on to Venthyr. Now, Venthyr was going to be really viable again until they nerfed Sudden Death, adding that 6-second internal cooldown, which sucks. I do think you are still going to be able to play Venthyr this patch, and I do think it's going to do very well. Sinful Surge is your Covenant legendary, and that's just going to cause Condemn to extend the cooldown of Colossus Smash by 1.5 seconds. Now that's pretty cool, but we'll get into why that's cool. It's going to synergize incredibly well with this 2 and 4 piece bonus, and you're going to get this, let's call it an ecosystem. You're going to get this ecosystem where Mortal Strike has a 25% chance to proc Colossus Smash. Colossus Smash is going to be 3 seconds longer and does more damage, and Colossus Smash windows are going to be then extended by Condemn, that Sinful Surge. You're then going to have the ability to use Warbreaker on top of that, getting another Colossus Smash window, and you're also going to have free overpowers when you have the Colossus Smash buff up, and that 8% strength that the tier set bonus offers. These free overpowers are essentially going to feed you rage for more Condemns. It's going to be fantastic. You've got this thing going on with Venthyr. I'm looking forward to trying Venthyr on my ult in 9.2. I do think for this reason though, you won't see Venthyr warriors taking off Enduring Blow. The synergy between this set of other factors is simply too good. I do think you'll put out awesome consistent damage as Venthyr, but I do think you'll lack the burst of Kirin or Necrolord, and that's why it'll fall behind, as we've harped on about time and time again. Shadowlands is all about winning during burst windows, setting up those goes and winning. Consistent damage will contribute, but I just don't think that Venthyr will have the powerful burst output that the other Covenant choices will have, and therefore you won't see as much Venthyr. You'll probably see it a bit because it's just going to be fun as fuck to play, boys. Fun as fuck. Alrighty, on to your final Covenant choice. Our resident fairy worshipping fuckboys, the Night Fae. Night Fae legendary here is going to be called Nature's Fury. Now, this is a PvE legendary. All it does is extend the duration of the effect on the ground after you activate the Ancient Aftershock ability. So it's not very good. In PvE, great. People are going to be stuck in that shit and it's going to be hitting them for days. But people in PvP are just simply going to walk out of that effect. You're going to get that 1.5 second stun. They're going to get out and just go slash lol at you. You dumb fairy playing fuck. Your Covenant legendary essentially has no synergy with any of the other legendaries, nor does it synergize with your tier set bonuses. Night Fae is a big no from me, dog. If you are completely insistent, you say, no, I've got my fairy wings on, I am playing Night Fae, I would just go ahead and pick up Enduring Blow. Enduring Blow is going to be the best choice for Night Fae. You might want to go with Unhinged as well under some circumstances. Again, consider that information I gave you at the beginning of the video to make that decision. But yeah, I think with respect to the other choices you have at your disposal, even Venthyr, this Covenant is going to suck doodle dick for 9.2. Alrighty, that's all from me today, folks. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that it clears up some of the questions you might have surrounding the double legendary decisions in patch 9.2. If you did like the video, as per usual, please give it the crisp thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. If you're watching and you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel as well. You'll see when my videos go live, and it is going to help me out again. Comment down below too with any content you might like to see. It might be a bit of time before the next upload comes live. I've just got a lot going on at the moment, but again, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching the video. Love having you guys here, and see you in the next one. Peace.